Hey guys, it's Roger with Tree Life, and we have a few packages open today. I really like those lock boxes, and so I just ordered 2 of them online here, and we're gonna see if anyone's better than the other. I can open this up. Pretty good seal. Alright. And I'm going to grab my glasses real quick so I can read this. Give me a second. I need to keep some glasses close by here. Alright. We got 2 different lock boxes. They're kind of similar. And they're similar in price too. Let's see. You got the Yami 4-digit key lockbox, outdoor waterproof, hidden wall mount key safe for $14.99. And then we got the Puroma key lockbox with key, resettable 4-digit combination lockbox, waterproof key storage security box for $15.29. So really there's not really that much difference in price, like a quarter, give or take a few cents. And the shipping, what is this? Tax was $2.20, so I got both of these for $32.55. If you go like to Home Depot or something like that, usually one of these will, and they don't even have this brand. The reason I got these is because they're a little bigger, and the other one I have is a little bit tighter. So we're gonna go ahead and pop these boxes open. I'll do the Yami first. And if you notice, the these are just so much bigger. It's got the little instructions inside here, right there. You just basically put everything to 0, open the door, and then you reset the lock here. A little bubble wrap. Also too, this has a little door you can slide down to cover up the box of your digits. It's got 4 places you can screw it in, and then you just basically push down on that. It opens it up. Another thing nice too is the one I had before, the whole thing comes apart. So you basically have to hold it in your hand, unlock it, and then basically put it back together. This one, you just open up. It comes with your little hardware kit. This is like, I guess you can do this for masonry or drywall. If you're screwing into wood, I just like to use drywall screws. They go in a lot easier. You know, you can get different lengths. I usually have 4 or 5 different lengths on hand, but that's what I like to use. That's my preference. And then you just push it back and it's locked up. So if you want to reset it, you just basically push this down, hold it over, you reset your combination, and then you're set. This has like a little piece of metal here that helps, I guess, push it out. Gives a little spring action. So when you do hit it, it pops out for you. Let's see. Also too, okay, this is, I think this is the correct, I'm sorry, I had it upside down. When you lift it up, you can hang your keys there too, I think. So, let's see. Maybe I was right. Okay. Which way is up? Which way is down? Okay, that is up. So, I mean, you can mount it either way, but this way it pushes it up. And then there's, the other one has a hook. There's no hardware in here. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably glue a hook or something, or maybe this screw here I'll leave out a little bit so I can hang my key and my ring on, because there's no place in here unless you just set them at the bottom. I'd rather have a little place to hang a key up there so it doesn't fall out. So other than that, I like it. It's very lightweight, inexpensive. So I think I'm going to go ahead and buy a couple more of these. Like I said, the ones we have now, I like them. I've been using them for years, but the whole front comes off and there's limited space on the inside. So let's go ahead and look at this. Again, that is the Yami, first one we looked at. And of course, I'll put these at my shop, put them outside, and then I'll use them for a little while and see how well they hold up. Make sure they, work as advertised. Okay, now let's go ahead and open this one. This one here, Puroma, and it's basically the same thing. Combination key lock box with hook. This one has hooks inside, so maybe this one is preferable. It's basically this. I think it's about the same size. Has the little instruction, 4-digit lockbox. Basically the same thing. They might even be made by the same company. I'm not sure. But let's go ahead and open this thing up. See what we got. It looks almost the same. Box is about the same. You pull down and opens up exactly the same. I think and then there's 4 holes, but they're all wet. They're straight across. There's none up on the upper top. So there's a plastic hook set right there to hang your keys on, and you can pop that out. But I'm going to leave it in there. I kind of like that. I'd like to have, and then there's another set that has, this is the same thing. If you want to put, if that one breaks, I guess, you have a spare. So you have a spare hook set. And then I'm going to go ahead and pull this back out, the Yami, and see. They're almost exactly the same. The weight's a little bit different, but not much. The Yami, I think, is a little tiny bit heavier, but if you look at them, they're almost the same. The Puroma has a rubber backing that you can peel off, but if you leave that on there, that'll give you a little protection against maybe metal or whatever. Keep the vibration down if you have it on a piece of equipment. But other than that, they're almost exactly the same size. Almost the same width. And they open almost exactly the same. So this Yami is rounded. This kind of has like a hexagon, like angled 45-degree corners. This is perfectly flat and flush. This one has a little bit of a indentation there. Other than that, I think they're very similar. If you want hooks, of course, this one has hooks. This one you're going to have to glue hooks yourself. But they're going to operate pretty much the same way. And this one, I don't know, for some reason it doesn't, I kind of like that little metal piece. It kind of pushes it out. I don't know what happened. I think that, did it fall out? I thought I had one in there. Anyway, this one doesn't have that little thing. What happened to it? Anyway, that fell out. So you're looking at basically almost the exact same thing, almost the exact same price. So the only difference is that little key holder, which I prefer, instead of just dumping it in there, and give you a little easier. And then sometimes when you dump it in the bottom and your keys slide forward, it gets in place of that hinge. So sometimes it keeps you from closing it. So if you have something to hang your key and you have a small ring, a lot of times that doesn't interfere and it keeps it away from the hinge mechanism. So again, got the Yami and the Puroma. They're both almost identical. So you're just going to have to choose if you want to hang your keys or not, or if you want to put your own key set, or just leave a screw in there. That way the screw will be a good point to hang your keys on. All right, this is Roger from Roger's Reviews. If you like this video, crush the like button and subscribe. And we're always buying small little things for the shop. You always need something or replace something, so we're constantly buying stuff off Amazon, constantly getting things to improve and to enhance the work day and make everything a little bit simpler if we can. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. All right, guys, I installed this little lock box and it works awesome. So highly recommend it. What's nice is when you open this up, the front doesn't come off like my other one. The other one I have over here, I've been using them for years. I love them, but they're kind of small and it's kind of cumbersome when you open them up, because the keys attach to the outside on these Kindles. They're awesome, they're solid, they're hard. It's almost impossible to get into them, but like I said, when you pull the top piece off, it comes off. And sometimes when you have other people using them, they'll place them somewhere, forget to put it back. The key is attached to the front side. It's very little room inside these, but like I said, I'm not knocking them. I've been using these for years. I love them, but now if you need some more room, or like if you have multiple people using these things, it's just a better idea to go with something that has less moving parts and they don't come apart. The worst thing they can do is lose the key. With these, they can lose the whole front of it, and then you're done. You got to take it off, remove the whole thing. So either one's good, but I prefer the newer style. It has the bigger opening. So anyway, that's just my review, personal preference. Like I said, these are awesome, but anytime I can make it more idiot proof, I do it. And these are like 30 bucks plus, close to 40. The newer ones are like 15. They have more room. You can put multiple keys in it, and it's only one part. So anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. And this is what I'm talking about. This top piece comes off, and then you have very limited space in here. And then also too, you have to basically push in the code again to get it back on. Sometimes people don't want to do that, and they leave this off, and then they lose it. And then basically you got to buy a new one, because you can't buy pieces, and they're expensive. They're at 30, 40 bucks. So the other one, there's no place to hang the key. If you want to hang the key, it goes on the back, and a lot of times it gets bent, and then it gets cumbersome to put it back together. So people rip it off, and then they, it gets to the point where it screws up, and then you end up putting the key in there. And then when you put this back in, sometimes it gets in the way, so you have to put it back just right, and in order to get this to lock back. So they're good, but I think there's something better. Okay, so this is the new style of lockbox, and as you can see, this is all one piece, and also has a cover over the code, so it stays nice, clean, and neat and dry. This here, the key comes out separately. It's not attached to the back, and it has so much more room. And on some of these, it has little hooks, but what I do is I just leave one of the screws out, and you can basically leave that to hang your key on. And then when you're done, you just shut it. You don't have to, on the old school ones, you have to push the code in again to shut it. So this one's a lot easier, faster, and in my opinion, better, because it's idiot proof. It doesn't come apart, so that the lid stays with the lockbox. The other ones, the lid comes off, and then you can drop it, lose the lid, or set it down. This one, as soon as you shut it, that's it. You put you can take it out, shut it, lock it, or you can basically leave it open, shut it, leave it open, leave it unlocked, and then you come back, just push the button, open it up again, and it's concealed So basically, you know, it's just better. I like it. So anyway, I just wanted to show you. I'm gonna open it up again real quick. See how easy that is? Lock it back, open it up. So you can't do that with the other one. It's when you make things easy for people, they usually do it. If it's hard, cumbersome, it's, you know, it's a pain in the tail. A lot of times people won't do it and they'll end up losing something or not completing it. So I think, and then you can change the code on here, so that way you don't always have to change your keys out. So as long as you have all your keys, you can change your lockbox code and save you money and save you time in the long run.